Occupy Vancouver camp at the Art Gallery is costing taxpayers more money every day. That's one reason the city wants the tents gone.
But today that effort was challenged in BC Supreme Court. John Woodward is outside Occupy. And John, what's the argument the protesters are making?
Well, Mike, no one here would argue that the tents aren't breaking a city bylaw against structures on the Art Gallery Plaza, but the protesters' lawyers are appealing to a higher law, the Constitution.
Occupy Vancouver medic Matthew Cages added his name to the group of protesters fighting the attempt to move the tent city at the Art Gallery.
Our freedom of thought, belief, expression, and association.
We're just a bunch of people trying to do what we feel is right in our heart.
In a courtroom full of occupiers, city lawyers argued there is a breach of the bylaw against structures on public lands, and that should be enough for the judge to grant an injunction.
Our hope is that we do take apart this encampment.
But Occupy lawyers said that bylaw is very similar to laws used to evict homeless people from Victoria and the Falun Gong protest in Vancouver, both laws that were deemed unconstitutional.
The laws the city is trying to use, as our lawyer very clearly pointed out, are constitutionally suspect.
In Seattle, the battle over Occupy spilled onto the streets last night, where police pepper sprayed a crowd that included an 84-year-old woman. And in Victoria, officials started dismantling tents with help from protesters. In Vancouver, a candidate for mayor worries costs are mounting.
It was $500,000 4 weeks ago, so it's got to be $1 million by now. Once you get in court with lawyers, I'm a lawyer, the costs start going up astronomically.
The cost of our staff being on site is part of the regular operations of our city, so that's why I'm saying the figures that Councillor Anton is putting out there is at best fictitious.
Observers say it's going to be tough for Occupy Vancouver to win in court.
They're extremely unlikely to get a decision that allows all tents all the time.
If that happens, be ready.
The cops are going to show up, they're going to get violent with people, people are going to get hurt, then there's going to be twice the amount of people there the next day.
So any clear idea how much Occupy Vancouver is costing the city, John?
Tamara, as Suzanne Anton said, the most recent city report pegs the cost of the initial protest at about $540,000 and looking forward about $1,000 every day that the tents are here. But, you know, that report didn't take into account things like the protest marches that are around here, some of the incidents that we've had here, and as well the lawyers are city lawyers, but the court costs aren't included in that debate there. So, you know, until the city produces a new estimate, both of these councillors are just guessing. Okay.